All right, Jackson Steinhardt's down in Antarctica. You can see him inside the igloo there with his wall behind it. How are you, buddy?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Hey, good. Hey, listen, the season started a little bit earlier than usual, but mate, you came out of the blocks nicely on the weekend, getting a nice 60. But you're a lone soldier, mate. They fell around you. How'd you feel out there on your own?
Yeah, look, it was pretty tough out there. Like the pitch was pretty soft. It was doing a bit and chasing a decent total. So my goal, bowler made it clear just to stay there to the end, and I tried my best, but can't really control what everyone else is doing. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Oh, you hit them cleanly. I think you hit more sixes than fours. Three sixes and one
yeah,
four.
yeah. I
With,
don't know how that happened. Just backed myself and it just cleared the rope, I guess. Yeah,
Beautiful. Hey, listen now. Obviously, you guys won the toss and you sent them in. It worked at the start and then it fell away. This is the thing about cricket. You've got to go the distance, have you all the way through. Just because
yeah.
you got them five or whatever, you've got to get them. So, what happened after you had them cheap? They just sort of clicked a bit.
Yeah, I think we sort of thought like the wickets were just gonna come to us because the tail enders were in, and like we were
Mm.
bowling quite well early, and we had them five for not much.
Yep.
So I think we slacked off a bit. We shouldn't have done that, but yeah, we probably should have had them for around 200. Would have had a lot easier chase.
Yep.
Probably would have had a lot more confidence going into the batting innings. But yeah, overall,
Yeah. You would have learned a fair bit because you just actually spoke exactly what you did wrong there, and you'll learn from that if you take that to the next game. You'd be disappointed if you do it again next week when you take on.
Gold Coast, I think.
Yeah, it is Gold Coast. Yes, at Bill Aubrey. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So obviously you guys know what you did wrong, mate. Let's go quickly back to pre-season. What did you get up to, mate? Did you do a little bit of cricket, or did you help the old man with the house, which you should have done? What did you do?
Um, I did this like cricket program thing, Lucky Peterson.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did some of that. Played a bit of footy for school.
Mm-hmm.
The occasional net session every now and again, but I use this off season to take some time away from cricket.
Yep.
Go into the season fresh, keen, not really already cricketed out,
Yeah.
as you could say. But yeah,
Yeah. So what you've done is you played Saturday, then you're front up again on Sunday for Tabs, mate. That's cricket fresh by every standard. So
yeah.
how do you manage? I know you're a young bloke, and I'm an old bloke. How do you manage 2 full days of cricket, mate? I played 2 days of cricket as well, but I mean it was because of the love of the game, isn't it?
Yeah. Um, I know this Saturday, or this weekend, I had an ice bath on Saturday night because yeah, on Saturday I like Crampto, he stitched me up. He made me cover so many meters in the field. I was going from cow to cow every over, and then faced about 90 balls, and then yeah, I couldn't really feel my legs that night, so Dad chucked me in the ice bath, and I woke up and I felt half fresh. Well, good enough for tabs, but yeah.
So does it work?
Um, yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
just,
well, this is all new to me.
I, I think it's all like, I think the ice bath like brings all the lactic acid up to the skin,
Okay.
and you like have to rub it all out, and it just releases all the stress and all that on the muscles. I have no clue, honestly.
Well, Doctor Peter Jackson, obviously, Steinhardt obviously knows all these sort of things, and he must really love you, mate, because he probably tossed out a few bevies and chucked you in. But I doubt if he would have. I don't think he would have thrown his hand into that water while you were in there as well. God knows what he would have pulled out.
No.
All right. Hey,
Oh,
listen, as I said, you're second grade, you're playing tabs, you're still at school, so obviously a long way to go here with the Seagulls, mate. What do you like? What do you like about the Seagulls so much, mate? I mean, obviously you did some training with Lucky Peterson, obviously from South, but you always seem to be a Seagull. How long you been there?
a couple of seasons now. I started in under 13s. Simon Hatherall gave me a call up to play in the tabs a couple of years ago.
Yep.
And I've sort of like I signed up for grade that year, and I've just loved the culture of the club so much. Like I just fit in with the lads so well. Like people like Austin Billings and Cody Durante. I know he's not there anymore, but they sort of welcome me, and yeah, it's a good feeling, like knowing that heaps of people that play for the club have your back. So that's what I really like about it. The culture's really strong.
Yeah, you're spot on. I make a mess about, that they're a ragtag bunch of, yahoos, but they're a great bunch of guys off the field. And if you've got that culture and understanding and camaraderie off the field, you take it on the field. And that way you guys create this sort of a Brotherhood of Sally. Nasser called it last year that, it's unique to the Seagulls. I've got to give you that. And Justin Poole said you're a young club and you're all trying to sort of do the right thing, but it's a massive club as well. So, mate, players like yourself, is there sort of like you had the ice bath afterwards? Was there any other stitch ups that you do amongst each other after a game?
Or I know I'm not old enough yet, but all the boys they all have a beer after the game. I know that. I just stick to the Pepsis or the Coca-Colas. But like just have a good chat, relax after a game, recap on the game. Yeah.
And this will be my last question. After that game on Saturday, did you actually do a recap and you all knew what you were doing wrong and what you had to reply to? Was that the general consensus in the middle there?
Yeah, that was the main purpose of the chat after the game. We just cleared up what we were doing wrong, like how we're so close to just knocking off good teams, because we played like I think Bowler said, like half of that game we got it perfectly right, but then we just slacked off, and that's what made us pay. So I think, and then we had a chat about like trainings and asking us if like we're getting enough out of trainings, and we all said we are, and all that. So
go on.
Yeah.
All right, mate. Well, you have an ice bath, and I'm pretty sure Christopher Lloyd has a KFC bath because he does love his food. How you going with Lussie back there, mate? He's an interesting chap, isn't he? A lot of people take his show and tell on Monday mornings for the teachers to sort of look at this strange creature. But he's a very good bowler, isn't he? He's back into it. He got a couple of wickets too, I think.
Yeah, he's a good bowler. I didn't really have much to do with Lutzy a couple of years ago.
And let that stay the same. Don't go anywhere near him, mate. You'll catch up some filthy habits. I'm talking about rotten underwear. I'm talking about chicks turning away, all that sort of stuff. You stay away from him. He is Satan in white clothing.
Yeah, no, he's a good bloke. I love Lutzy. He seems like a very experienced cricketer, and he was sharing his knowledge and all that. Like, I was at mid-off, he was at mid-on, and he was telling me to like creep up a bit, not let them get the sneaky one or whatever. It was good.
All right. No, he's a good cricketer. He knows his stuff as well. All right, then, mate. Hopefully next time you don't do it all alone. 60 to start off of the season, obviously with Lord Tabs as well. It's a short season, obviously, for Tabs, and then you go into grade stuff, mate. Love to see you in first grade if that happens, mate. But stick with what you're doing. You're fresh and